Hey guys and girls, how you doing today? So today is March 28th, 2020. It's the second week of the coronavirus, I guess you could say. Our first week after March break. So yeah, just catching up on some things here. I'm still working, but it's time to build some stuff. I've just actually cleaned the shop and moved some things around, so that we can have a little bit more room in here for the new dust collector, which is the Craftex CT. I thought it was the CTC, but it's CT053. Maybe I'm thinking that for Canadian Tire. Anyway, so we've got all the parts laid out here. I think this first video is going to be just how to put the main unit itself together. Then we'll do a separate one on how to put the bags on. I hear they can be a little difficult, so maybe we'll do that together. So we've got laid out here, this is the base plate. Here's the instruction manual, which, to be honest, is not very good. I like Craftex products. I've heard lots of good things about them, but it's a little vague. Probably better than an IKEA instruction, but you have to go back and kind of dig at the schematic back here to see if nuts and bolts are required, or sorry, bolts and washers, I should say. So what I've done to try to help myself out for this video and just for putting it together is put everything into a tray. This tray here was actually an old candy tray. So I've got everything labeled in there. Hopefully it's going to make it easier to put together. I am using my impact drill. That bit there you'll need for the pan head screws. And then I've got a 13 mil socket and a 10 mil socket and a 13 mil wrench for putting in the nuts, bolts, and washers. For some reason I had 4 washers left over. I can't figure out where they're coming from. If anybody knows, maybe put something down in the comments down there. Might help out a bit. So in the kit you get 2 bags. The one bag has pan head screws. Pan head screws are these guys with the, this case, the Phillips head on it. There is 3 different sizes in those. So you'll get one bag that has that. The other bag has the hex head being the one with the hexagonal head on it. And you get one bag of those with some nuts and washers as well. So without ado, we're going to try to set this up so that we can record building it. And please bear with me if I'm in the way of the shot or the camera screws up, which it hopefully will not. So we've got the base. I put a piece of carpet under there to protect it. Bag of casters, sorry. I was going to say washers. Bag of casters. So flip back in here. So we need the 4 casters and the 16 pan head screws. So the pan head screws, like I said, have got the Phillips head on it. So we're just going to leave this up for now. Caster. Put your nut through, or sorry, your bolt through. It's actually a pan head screw. This is where you need little tiny fingers. So I think what I'm going to do is just get them all set up first. The way this one's going, we might not even have time to do the rest of the unit. This might be a multi-part video. And I apologize because my editing skills are not what they could be. I'm a little new to the YouTube game, but I know that if anybody's having trouble on this, they would probably appreciate a little bit of guidance, because I know I would have. So with that being said, there actually is a YouTube video out there, and they actually put together the more expensive Craftex version. I can't remember the model name, but it's essentially the same. It's even made in the same factory. Just has a different, as far as I can tell, a different impeller on it. The impeller on that one is aluminum. It's probably a different shape, so it actually has an increased CFM compared to this unit here. I almost bought it, but when I saw the price of this one, and I believe I got this one on, Black Friday, to be honest. Could have been Black Friday, it might have even been Boxing Day, but I know it was cold, that helps. But yeah, it was on sale. I believe it was on sale for $179. I think the regular price was either $279 or $299. I will put that in the comments, or the description I should say. And that way you guys know what kind of deal to look out for. And again, from what I've seen on the internets and the interwebs and the YouTubes, well, sorry, not on YouTube because I haven't seen this one really on YouTube. They make a pretty good product. So, like I said, these screws are a little fiddly. Definitely need small hands to put these suckers in there. So I've got all four started. You hold the nut on the back side, you can actually get it to the point where it wants to tighten up. And that way you don't have to use a wrench, which this has taken long enough. I don't think we would want to be turning a wrench to try to get all these installed. Yeah, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. But then again, that's 16 panhead screws, nuts and washers that you need to send home, so it will take a while. So as you can see, we're putting the panhead screw through, washer, nut. So we've got all four in there, hand tighten. Move that out of the way before we drop it. Having the carpet here is a blessing in it, because it does make it a little bit more slick. So here's 2 of 4. This is where I kind of wish I had some good YouTube editing skills, because with that, I'd already be done. So you guys gotta watch me do 16 screws. So we'll likely bust this up into 3 or 4 parts. Make it a little bit more easier to digest, as opposed to one giant video. So again, panhead screw through, washer, then nut, get them pretty much hand tightened. Take your drill, I said, it gets it to the point where it's just ready to grab, and then that way, not messing around.